Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS of Great Millstone, and salutations and Shalom and blessings to the elect. Okay, now, I didn't get to see the whole thing. Okay, but as you can see, alright, it says Trump declares socialism is dying amid Venezuela's catastrophe, promises this will never happen to us. Alright, now the video may not sound good, but it's 33 minutes, but I mean, I'll leave the link in the description because it may not sound good for, if you want to watch it on your own. But it says President Donald Trump, speaking in a major foreign policy addresses in Miami to members of the Venezuelan community, declared Monday that a new day is coming in Latin America and issued a stark assessment that socialism is dying across the world. Now remember that, all right? Where it says socialism is dying across the world. In a wide-ranging rebuke of socialism that seemed targeted as much as Venezuela, Cuba, Nicaragua as it was at Congressional Democrats, Trump remarked, "We know that socialism is not about justice. It's not about equality. It's not about lifting up the poor. It's about the only power for the ruling class. And the more power they get, the more they crave. They want to run healthcare, run transportation and finance, run energy, education, run everything. They want the power to decide who wins and who loses, who's up and who's down, what's true and what's false, and even who lives and who dies." Well, that's hypocrisy, because that's what America's all about. All right. America promotes what's true and what's false. All right. The so-called white man will make the truth sound like a lie, and a lie a truth, man. Okay. He'll decide what he wants to make true and what he wants to make false. All right. And a good example of that is putting the brothers on Fox 5 News, man. All right. Trying to declare that as a false a false image, man. Oh, look, the black Hebrew Israelites, they're racist. They hate women. This and that. Okay. All right. America controls the finances and everything here. All right. If that's the case, there wouldn't be poor people in the streets. All right, because America has money to blow, man. All right. This country got so much wealth to share around. There shouldn't be poor people in the streets. All right. But why? How come you don't see any change happening? Why? Because they control that. All right. So there is no such thing as democracy, man. All right. That's all bullshit. All right. That's just a wicked device that you so-called white people use. All right, to brainwash the world. All right. All right. A wicked device that you use. All right. And seeing that these other countries are using their old customs. All right. You tell them to forget that and use my democracy. All right. And that shows you who's in power, man. All right. The Lord is not lying when he says the earth was given to the hands of the wicked. Who's the wicked? You so-called white people. All right. And this is a prime example. This is a clear evidence of who that you so-called white people are the devil, man. All right. Because here it is. You're trying to spread your democracy, man. All right. When this whole first of all, this whole Venezuela thing, by Trump going down to Miami, that's all bullshit, man. All right, the only reason why you want to get into Venezuela is because of the oil, man. Are you trying to control the oil? All right. Now, is that a form of democracy? No. All right, because the people don't have the American people ain't getting a piece of the pie of that. All right. These own government officials are getting a piece of the pie. All right. You ain't gonna see no American citizen getting a cut all right, from all that oil that Venezuela's getting, man. All right, it's gonna go right into these elected officials, all right in their pockets, man. But what about the people out there in out there in California? All right, what is it? Skid Row. Are you gonna give them a cut of that? I guarantee you not, man. Are they still gonna be poor in the street, man? All right. America's full of shit, man. All right. And here it is. You got these stupid ass spics, man. Tribe of Asher, all right, which Venezuela, all right, that's the tribe of Asher, all right. Here it is. These dumbass motherfuckers love what this guy is saying, man. They're feeding into they're drinking that cup, man. All right, like the Lord said. All right, but I'm going to finish reading. All right, it says before a supportive and raucous crowd at Florida's International University in Miami, Trump. Well, actually, Salaki, let me go up here. It says in a wide-ranging rebuke of socialism that seemed targeted as much as Venezuela, Cuba, and Nicaragua as it was a congregational Democrats, Trump remarked, "We know that socialism is not about justice. It's not about equality. It's not about the lifting of the poor. It's about one thing only, power for the ruling class." And let me just say this, man. Just one more thing. All right? Since when have you so-called white people ever cared about equality? Do you treat the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans the same way you do your own people? The answer is no. Okay, you don't. All right. All right, because here it is. The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American is living in poverty, while you so-called white people living in nice suburbs. Is that equality? Is that being fair? No, that's not being fair. All right. So that's bullshit right there, man. All right. So don't give us that equality bullshit, man. All right, because that's all bullshit. All right. The only reason why DJ Trump want to go down to Venezuela is rob those people of the oil. Do what Esau is known for doing. Rape, rob, and murder. And steal. Alright? That's the nature of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Alright? Before supportive and damn, I lost my train of focus. Alright, it says I stopped at alright, right here. It says and the more power they get, the more they crave. They want to run healthcare, run transportation, finance, run energy, education, run everything. They want the power to decide who wins and who loses, who's up and who's down, what's true and what's false, and even who lives and who dies. Well, first of all, DJ Trump, this motherfucker won't pass a law for drug dealers that they should get the death penalty, man. Now here it is. He's going against that, man. This guy's a hypocrite, man. He said they want power. Talking about dictatorship, all right? Because this has to do with dictatorship, all right? He's speaking about dictatorship. They want the power to decide who wins and who loses, who's up and who's down, and what's true and what's false, and who even lives and dies. This motherfucker's a hypocrite, man, because this motherfucker trying to pass a law where if here in America, if you're a drug dealer, you're not gonna get locked up. You just gonna get the death penalty, man. So aren't you deciding who lives and who dies? That's a so-called white man, a fucking devil, man. All right, he's trying to sit in the seat of the Most High as if he's the Most High, man. You don't control. First of all, Esau, all right, you don't decide who lives and who dies. The Most High decides who lives and who dies. All right, so get that through your thick heathenistic skull. All right, you damn devil. All right. Before a supportive and raucous crowd at Florida International University in Miami, Trump announced, flanked by large American and Venezuelan flags, "This will never happen to us. America will never be a socialist country." The president vow came as Democrats have proposed an evolving agenda of Medicare for all, free college tuition, minimum wage increase, and even guaranteed basic income. See, there he goes, man. Spreading that cup of Babylon, all right? When Venezuela is free and Cuba is free and Nicaragua is free, this will become the first free hemisphere in all human history, Trump said. See? All nations have drunken of her fornication, all right? And then there goes Esau, man. All right, trying to spread his whole his demonic philosophies, his demonic his poison wine, all right? All right? To these other nations, man. All right? Specifically targeting the tribes, man. All right? The address was second time Trump publicly and forcefully has commanded what he has called the horrors of socialism and communism and massive wealth confiscation. In recent weeks, following his similar vow during the State of the Union address that America will never be a socialist country. That remarks, which left Bernie Sanders and Republican Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez DNY Stoneface, came as part of a larger condemnation of disputed President Nicolas Maduro for turning that nation from being the wealthiest in South America into a state of abject poverty and despair through a mixture of brutality and socialist policies. Well, first and foremost, the Lord said the earth was given to the hands of the wicked, all right? And you so-called white people control every country, every nation on this earth, all right? So that's a lie right there, all right? America destroyed, brought down Venezuela's economy, all right? Presidents are nothing but puppets, man, all right? Controlled by the wicked elite, all right? They decide the rules, the laws, all right? They control the money. They control everything, man, all right? On Monday, Trump hammered that theme repeatedly and called on Venezuela's military to rise up and take on Maduro, who has blocked U.S. humanitarian aid shipments. We know the truth about socialism in Venezuela, in Cuba, and Nicaragua, and all around the world. Socialism promises prosperity, but it delivers poverty. Trump said socialism promises unity, but it delivers hatred, and it delivers division. Well, what are you talking about, man? America's full of hate, man. There's division in America. All right? You got Democrats and Republicans going to war with each other. The scriptures say if Satan is against Satan, how then will his kingdom stand? And there's hate all around America, man. All right? You seen the KKK groups, the skinheads. You telling me that's not hate, man? These cops gunning Jake down. That's not hate. Our people in the worst conditions in the slums. That's a show of hate, man. All right, because you ain't doing nothing for them. You're not giving them a helping hand. You're letting them rot in the conditions that they in. All right, so that's a show of hate. All right, so you're full of shit, Esau. Okay. Socialism promises a better future, but it always returns to the darkest chapters of the past. That never fails. It always happens. Socialism is a sad and discredited ideology rooted in a total ignorance of history and human nature, which is why socialism eventually must always give rise to tyranny, which it does. Socialist promises a love of diversity, but they always insist on absolute uniformity. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right? And this is a good example, all right, of all the nations have drunken of her fornication, man. All right? Trump trying to go down to Venezuela, all right? And trying to make it a democracy, man. A democratic nation, man. All right? To take out a socialism dictatorship, man. All right? You think the Lord is about democracy, man? No, man. If you really think about it, the Lord is the dictator, man. Why? Because the Lord gave laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, to who? The children of Israel. All right, and the children of Israel are supposed to obey those laws. All right. So isn't that a form of dictatorship, man? Dictating. All right. Well, the definition of a dictator says a ruler with total power over a country, typically one who has obtained control by force, a person who behaves in erratic way, which no. All right. It said all right, yeah. All right. The Most High is like a dictator, but not in a wicked way. All right. In a righteous way. All right. And how's the Lord a dictator in a righteous way? Well, he gave laws, statutes, and commandments, all right, to the children of Israel, all right? And he expects that his people obey him, man. And everything he says, there's a reason why, the Lord says not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, all right? The Lord said, man's goings are of the Lord. How then will he understand his way, all right? So the Lord directs you, all right? He tells you, no, you could do this, and yeah, you could. He tells you can do this, and no, you can't do this. All right. The Lord is not about no democracy, man, because that's basically saying do as thou will, man. All right. And the Lord is not about do as thou will. All right. See, America is nothing but America's just a freaking a joke, man. All right. And here it is. All right. I wanted to get to these Venezuelans. All right. All right. Here it is. There's a whole bunch of Venezuelans. All right. When you look at this video, all right, cheering Donald Trump, man, and they're even chanting USA. Well, wait a minute. You talk about equality, right? DJ Trump talk about equality. Well, were you showing those same equal opportunities to that caravan that came up to the Mexican border? All right, and I'm pretty sure there were Venezuelans in there too. All right, because you had Hondurans, Panamanians, Venezuelans. All right, you had to have Venezuelans because people ain't surviving out there, man. People are dying out there, man. All right, so if they see an opportunity to come to America, you think they're not going to take it? Okay. And here it is. They all got denied, man. All right. So some of them got their children taken away from them. Their children died in concentration camps. Okay. But were you showing them equality? I thought America was about equality, man. All right. So that's all bullshit, man. All right. And you had these dumbass Asherites, all right, cheering DJ Trump, man. They were chanting USA, man. The hell has USA done for you, man? The reason why Venezuela's in the condition that it's in is because of USA, man. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 7. Salakia. The book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. All right, and that's you Israelites, man. And that's right now, that's the tribe, Asher, man. All right, they trust in Egypt, man. They trust in the king of Babylon, man. All right. And that's what's going to get you ultimately destroyed, man, if you trust the so-called white man, Esau. All right? You want to trust America so much when the Lord said he's going to destroy America. All right? There's so much bullshit in this, man. And you niggas eat it up, man. Donald Trump don't give a damn about you Venezuelans, man. He care about the money, man. Esau's a greedy motherfucker, man. This motherfucker don't care about life, man. All right? What's the blessing of Esau? The sword, man. All this guy knows is rape, rob, and murder, man. And to be a thief, man. That's how this species of people roll, man. Okay? And you dumbass asteroids down there, you trusting in it, you eating it up, man. You taking that cup and you chugging it down, man. All right? And yeah, and at the same time while you chugging it down, you got other niggas trying to take that cup from you and chug it down, man. You're like one on top of each other, trying to grab that one cup, man, and drink from it, man. Beating up each other and shit just to get that cup. That's my cup, my cup. No, nigga, my. Give me that shit, nigga. I'ma drink from that shit. That's you niggas, man. All right. The Lord said, woe unto them that trust in Egypt. And what's Egypt? America, man. That's what it's talking about, man. All right. It's talking about America. All right. And who's the king of America? Who's the king of Babylon? Donald J. Trump, man. All right. Which Donald J. Trump is controlled by the Rothschilds, man. All right. America's a corporation. All right. There's no such thing as countries. All right. It's all corporations. All right. And he says that socialism is dying. That's the devil, man. All right. That's his wicked device, man. Democracy, man. When the Lord is totally against democracy. The Lord is not about do as thy will, man. All right. And when you look at the definition of democracy, all right, it says a system of government by the whole population or all the eligible members of a state, typically through elected representatives. All right, you decide. You know, like he said right here. He was talking shit about Venezuela, how being a socialism country, they decide who lives and who dies. Well, if you let the people run the country, it's gonna be in chaos, man. So you gotta lead the people, all right, in a right way, man. And that's why I said the Lord is like a dictator, man. Because why? Because he gave law, statutes, commandments, all right, to the children of Israel, man, to direct us, man, on the path, to go on the righteous path, man, not on the wicked path, man. All right. Because the Lord said, man's goings of the Lord, how then will he understand his way? All right. So you feeding this democracy stuff, you're basically raising a bunch of beasts, man. Slide, give me 1 minute. You're basically telling people to run things in a country, man, and they decide what's good for them. They get to vote. Yeah, we want this one. When there's no such thing as a democracy, if you really think about it, man. All right, because the people here in America, you don't decide who's president, man. The elites do, man. All right, that's just a finesse, man. That's just let's just give these niggas the illusion that they decided who wins and who doesn't. When in reality, we do. We decide. And it should show you how stupid the people here in America are, man. They believe in that shit, man. And here it is, Esau trying to spread that same democracy throughout the whole world, man. All right? Do as thou will, man. These other nations don't want that shit, man. Iran sure as hell don't want that shit. That's why they find tooth and nail to get you out, man. All right? Because if you bring that democracy there, they women going to be out of order, man. They women going to start being hoes, man. The women already hoes anyways. You got people that are faggots out there now, man. And who you could thank for that? So-called white man. Esau, man. America, man. America promotes that shit, man. Being a faggot, man. And that's an abomination to the Lord, man. Leviticus 20 verse 13, man. If a man shall lie with man as he lied with woman, both of them shall be put, he shall, or if you're paraphrasing it, it shall be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them, man. So the Lord is against being a homosexual, man. That's what democracy gives you, man. Homosexuals, man. All right. But that's all I got on that. With that, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh Shemi Shai, Bahashim Kakudash, double honors to the Apostle GMS of Great Millstone. Salutations, Shalom, blessed to hope.